Hello there, welcome back to another ITH video. Now, next to me I have got the Mountune Ford Fiesta ST M235. Very long name, I know. Now, regular viewers will know that I absolutely adore a hot hatch, and the Fiesta ST is my favourite hot hatch on sale today by a long stretch. And Mountune take a lot of performance parts and a lot of handling parts and put them onto this car. Now, so my question is, can Mountune make the best even better? Oh, it's so much fun. So this video is not going to be about the base Fiesta ST. We've already covered that in other videos. We've got a rivals video with a Mini Cooper S that we're going to link at the bottom, and that will tell you all about everything you need to know about the Fiesta ST itself. What we're going to focus on here are the Mountune bits that you can buy, and they are very exciting. This is their development car, so this has pretty much got everything they have thrown at it, including a few parts that you can't actually buy yet, thanks to development, COVID, all those kind of things. But we are going to start around looking at the outside. So to start with, we have got a new intercooler that's bigger down the front there. That's £550 and works in conjunction with the tuning package. Down here, we have got a set of 17-inch alloy wheels made by 1552. These have got Michelin Pilot Super Sport tyres and are very, very sticky. These come in at about £2,000 for the full wheel set. Now these of course are smaller and lighter, definitely aids with the handling, but you can choose whatever wheel set you like on a car like this. It doesn't actually matter that much, it's down to personal choice. The important stuff is what is behind them and what is sitting up there, because this has got lowering springs. Now these aren't production parts yet, they will be very soon, and they'll be about £200 before fitting. It just aids with the stance and the handling of this thing a little bit. But the biggest important thing are actually the big brake kit that's down there by Mountune. Now, it's quite expensive, it's about £1,600, but these are 302mm discs and 6-pot calipers. That's a lot of braking performance for a small car, but as you'll see later, they're actually quite necessary because it's rather quick, this car. So those are, I would say, a very, very good upgrade. Last thing on the side here is this black and white side splash here, which is about £79 and makes it stand out from all the other Fiesta STs on the road. So around the back here, we can see the Mountune Catback exhaust. To start with, I think it looks fantastic. It's a bit better than the Fiesta's two little pea shooters and like that anyway. But it looks great. It's not actually for sale yet. It will be. It's about £500 to £600. Just a Catback system. That's before fitting. Only other thing we've got on the back here are these little spoiler additions. Again, development parts, not actually for sale yet, but they will be very soon. And I think they look great. They just give the back end a little bit of a boost. Speaking of which, and boost is what there's a lot of in here. Now, for the uninitiated, the Fiesta ST comes with a little 1.5 litre, 3-cylinder, turbocharged EcoBoost engine putting out 200 horsepower. This, however, has got Mountune's m235 package, which uses their Mountune Smart Flash system. And what that is a little OBD port Bluetooth connector, which sticks in just down inside the interior bit under there. And that connects to your phone, and you flash this thing, and it gives you 235 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque. That's something that would take men in boiler suits weeks of taking every part of your engine apart about 20 years ago. This is absolutely bonkers. And it's optimised for this lovely intake system that comes with it for the frankly ridiculous £675 that they're asking for it. I mean, that is really, really cheap. And there's a 12-month warranty on all the Mountune parts as well. It does affect your main Ford warranty on these. Some of the Mountune lesser packages don't, but I mean, that is incredible amounts of performance for only £675. And it all works, of course, with the intercooler that I mentioned before, which is down there, at regulating your charge temperatures. I mean, it is a brilliant package, and it is very, very cheap. Once again, a huge thanks to BOTB for making these videos possible. They give away someone's dream car twice a week, and you can choose from nearly 200 cars to play for, including the Fiesta ST. Tickets start from just 85 pence, and you can even add £20,000 cash and fuel for a year. Right, so the important stuff, of course, is what this thing is like to drive. Now, one of the important factors this has got is the short shifter kit, which is only £99, but it reduces the shift throw by about 25%, and it makes an already fantastic gearbox even better. It's just really short, notchy, just fantastic. But of course the important thing here is this. It's the speed, because this has got 235 horsepower and it's a Fiesta, which means it is just an absolute riot. Now, Mountune have gone to great lengths to make this thing a lot more drivable, not just more powerful. So they have gone through the rev range and tweaked it at every stage, right? So the torque comes in lower and it's far more progressive as you get through the power band as well. This is the problem. It turns you into an absolute hooligan. Bit wet today, little bit of wheel spin. And that's an example right there of the torque steer. Now, this is a problem I have with performance cars that are manual, especially front wheel drive hot hatches. When you've got a lot of torque steer, now for the people who don't know, that means when you put your foot down, all the power going through those front wheels basically tugs and turns at the wheels and turns the steering wheel for you when you don't particularly want to. When you've got a manual gearbox, you floor it in second gear and the car is trying to pull you over to the side and you're having to get down and reach for third. And with cars that have got DSG or dual clutch paddle shift gearboxes, the simple fact is your hands are on the wheel all the time and it makes driving them fast a lot easier, like much easier. Now I'm sure all the keyboard warriors out there are complete driving experts and will tell me I'm a complete beep for not being able to drive properly, but frankly manual gearboxes are a lot trickier when you've got torque steer, that's a fact. But does it add to character? Yes it does, it makes it an absolute hoot. Now of course this particular car has got the lowering springs which definitely tighten this up a lot more than a standard Fiesta. Going down these roads it's really quite bumpy, but the trade-off is definitely in the turning, in the handling, because I mean it is absolutely glued to the road, this car. The rather sticky Michelin tyres help that as well. I'm going to go around a roundabout here and it just goes. Oh, it's so much fun. Now of course a big part of the driving experience for me and for anyone is the oral aspect, and this has got the new intake and this very fruity exhaust, which when you combine them they really do make quite a nice noise. It's got that old school sound to that exhaust, because it is quite an old school thing, just replacing the Catback system. Two big pipes. It sounds a bit like an old school Pico Big Bore, if you're old enough to remember what they are. But it's got that lovely offbeat 3-cylinder thrum noise in it as well. Right. God, it's so quick. This is like ridiculous. This is Golf GTI performance level of power in something that weighs a good few hundred kilos less. And with the extra handling stuff, it's just hilarious. I love it. I don't want to give it back. Although I think cameraman Sean sitting next to me is probably going to be violently sick in a minute, but so I should probably slow down. So the big question is, has Mountune managed to improve the best in the business? From my point of view, absolutely yes. If you're going for this sort of thing, this is absolutely brilliant. The power delivery, the torque, just the way this thing drives, it's so taut and hunkered down. It's just an absolute riot to drive. Now, if I need to be a little bit negative on something, I would say you do lose some of the finesse that you get, some of the flowing nature of the original ST by making it harder and more hardcore and more exciting. But that's a trade-off, frankly. And if you want something that you want to get into and have an absolute blast and grin from ear to ear every single time you get in, then there isn't a much to touch this kind of car at this sort of price point. Now, of course, this is about £28,000 for this car with everything on it. But that's the beauty of this, of all of these Mountune parts. You can have them bit by bit. You could add just the wheels, just the brakes, just the engine tune if you wanted to. Personally, I think I would get the engine tune and the big brake kit and then work from there, and the intercooler maybe. But this is the best thing about it. You can add these bits as you can afford them and all that kind of stuff when onto your base ST, which is already a brilliant car. Now, one thing is you can win a Fiesta ST and occasionally this full package Mountune m235 car as well on botb.com, as we've mentioned before. They give away someone's dream car twice a week, so please do check the links below and give them a look. And that's pretty much it. Nice short video, hope you've enjoyed it. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.